Now, let us begin. Unraveling tonight's chapter in the Tale of Two Cities. Last time, exploring streets. Our survivors found themselves descending further into the murky depths beneath the bathhouse, guided forward by the ominous Forsyth through knee-deep sewer water. The journey twisted through damp, winding tunnels leading to a chamber marked by 3 ominous doors, each bearing the bas-relief of a fearsome deity, the Dead Three: Bane, Myrkul, Baal. In this cross-chamber of decision, Forsyth presented them with a harrowing choice. To join the conclave of the Dead Three, each must walk through one of these dark doorways. Tension mounted as Lulen grappled with the fear of betraying her deity, while Belmont's curiosity was piqued. Salvatore and Vishara stood resolute in their hesitation. Their plan to slip away unnoticed crumbled as Forsyth, with a chilling smile, disappeared into the darkness behind Myrkul's door. As panic set in, the group's indecision was shattered by the cultist's menacing taunt echoing from the shadows. And as he and his fellow followers emerged, the air crackled with malice and a violent confrontation was all but inevitable. Salvatore, in a bold move to protect his comrades, unleashed an eldritch blast, igniting a fierce battle. Lulen conjured a flaming sphere, searing through the line of cultists as the group unleashed a barrage of spell and prayer. The fight was swift yet brutal, and as one cultist attempted to flee, Salvatore gave chase, cutting him down in a descending hallway. Victorious but shaken, the adventurers regrouped, exploring the nearby chambers. They discovered ominous altars and sarcophagi, the air heavy with the aura of sacrilege. Exploration was abruptly interrupted by the emergence of a formidable foe, a chainmail-clad leader wielding a bloodied spear, commanding fists of bane behind him. The narrow corridors became a battlefield as the cultists clashed with our heroes. The battle raged fiercely, and in a heart-stopping moment, Salvatore fell under the cultists' relentless assault. In the face of despair, a feral rage overtook Lulen. Her form shifted, her attacks becoming more savage, almost otherworldly. The remaining cultists were swiftly and brutally defeated, not without cost. As one tried to escape, Lulen pursued, her wrath unstoppable. The aftermath left the group standing in the cross-chamber. Their resolve hardened. There was no turning back now. They had to fight their way through the dungeon of the Dead Three. What secrets and dangers lay ahead in the depths of this sinister labyrinth? The answers await them, shrouded in the darkness beneath Baldur's Gate. And thus brings us to the present moment.
We must loot the bodies before we move on. They might have useful tools.
You find yourselves in a somber, flooded chamber deep within the dungeon of the Dead Three. The air around you is heavy with dampness, the smell of stagnant water mixing unsettlingly with the iron tang of blood. The only sounds are your own cautious footsteps and the gentle ripple of water around your ankles, disturbed by your passage through this grim place. Yet, you hear quiet sobbing and exclamations of please, mercy. Chamber's ceiling, supported by weathered wooden beams, groans under the weight of the earth above. Darkness envelops you, pierced only by the flickering light of Belmont's torch. Its glow throws long, sinister shadows against the walls, making the still water's surface seem to writhe with unseen threats. Then, just as the body of the last cultist submerges beneath the surface of the sewer water at your calves, Lulen springs at Salvatore, approaching from the western tunnel. Her face is contorted in rage, a wicked snarl bearing feral fangs as she grabs Salvatore to slam him against the wall.
How dare you! You stupid boy!
Whoa. Salvatore's just trying to like grab like limbs to get some leverage. What is going on here? Why me?
You stupid boy! You call yourself a paladin. You are pathetic. It is your fault that this is happening. She came to you. She said, we need to get out of here. She depended on you. You went against your word. And now I'm here. I'm here to clean up your pathetic mess. You're pathetic. Just pathetic. You call yourself a fighter. Go back to farming. Quit hurting my little girl. Your haste. She had to get you up how many times? And it's because of you. All her spells are gone. She's defenseless without me now. Can't count on you. Can't count on anything. You come do this again, and you'll meet the tip of my blade. Do you understand me?
Salvatore's gonna...
You okay?
Sorry. Salvatore's just gonna like start resisting, but as Lulen or whoever is yelling at him continues, is just going to slowly reduce the amount of strength he's putting into, resisting the physical presence that Lulen is exerting on him. And as she finishes, he's just gonna say, I know. I messed this up. And he's just gonna hang his head.
At least you admit it. She likes you. That's one thing I put forth into considering having you be with her, and you showed your worth at first, and then you go and mess this all up, trying to endanger her life. Good gravy. It's one thing I had to cut the head off of a pirate. Now I'm cleaning up all this too. Come on, boy.
I would
Better
argue.
paladin than you ever were.
Excuse me. I would argue that whole pirate mess was not my fault. In fact, if anything, the person whose fault that is not with us anymore. May their soul rest in peace. But who am I speaking to right now? Like, what the hell is happening?
I am Mr. Pullerith, former chief paladin.
You are former chief paladin?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I am Lulen's father, you idiot!
Oh, shit, Miss... Okay. Hello. What? Nice to meet you. Excuse me? What?
Lulen can't wield a sword. Have you ever seen her able to pick that thing up and use it? Have you?
Lulen. This is the worst time for a practical joke. I know that you're trying new things right now, but this is wild.
The tip of the blade comes to your neck. I am not fooling with you, boy.
Salvatore's just gonna like back to the wall.
And your eyes glow brighter.
Kind of like side-eye, look around, see if anybody else is seeing this.
My eyes
you
glow
look
brighter.
over and you see Belmont just writing in a journal everything that's happening, and he's just like so fascinated. And he keeps looking up. He tried to shout earlier of asking if Lulen was okay, but as soon as this juicy details revealed, he's just like fiercely writing even more.
Okay, sir, Chief Paladin. What's your name?
I think you've learned enough.
Okay.
You better help get my girl out of this now, alive, or you won't be. Let's go.
I intend to. I won't let you down. Yeah,
Let's get out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And then he stands up straighter and just says, yes, sir.
All right. Let's get going.
Salvatore's just gonna like push forward a little bit, not enough to, cut his own neck or anything, but just to kind of like test to see if he has space to move.
He does. He lets you go.
And Belmont starts wandering up in between you both as you wander away, still writing in his journal, and then looks up to you, Lulen. So, am I speaking to the father or Lulen? And what is your name?
I am Lulen's father. Have you ever heard her sound like this?
No, that's very fascinating. Do you have name?
Yes, but
And he just eagerly
Let's
holds
just-
his ink pen over the journal, waiting.
yes, but
Your name, yes. Very well, and everybody reads it.
oh, good gravy! You're such an idiot too. I don't know how she got mixed up in this lot.
Is you,
All due respect, sir. Sir? Not Lulen. Belmont's our friend, and I don't really think we need to start calling people names here.
what names? My name is Belmont.
Yeah, you're right, Belmont. You got it. No name calling occurred. Has anybody seen Vishara? I just completely abandoned them. She pretty much saved my life, and I came running after you guys.
Is
Can
there
we
a
please
map?
go find her?
You can't see anything.
Oh, go to your character sheet and double click on your token. That opens up whatever map you're on.
Thought I did that.
Yeah, I was running into the same thing.
Okay, click on your token, and then does it come up with a picture and tokens menu? That's something that's new.
I accidentally changed my token
was
to a monkey
earlier,
just now, so...
I had something.
I see that. I don't know how you did that.
I think Lulen's father would approve.
Oh, yeah, token flatter portrait is what I say.
Okay,
So,
yeah, so that
Mandy
little
forgot
cross,
Lulen's-
that little cross arrow when you hover over it, says
Ah.
open token linked map.
Oh my.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh my.
I'll deal with the monkey thing later.
I got it.
God damn it.
Sorry.
That's hilarious. I don't know how you did that.
You can call me General Quillaroth.
Oh, you guys. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Did you say
You will
General
not go Quillaroth.
Ularoth?
Quillaroth.
Quillaroth.
Really?
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Quillaroth. I look forward to speaking to your daughter again someday. Speaking of which, is she around? Can we talk to her?
No. She is in a very peaceful, dark place at the moment. She's quite content. She'll come out when it's safe.
Uh-huh.
She's fine.
Salvatore's saying uh-huh with the utmost amount of skepticism that you could communicate vocally.
Don't question me, child.
Don't question you out
And
loud.
Her fangs,
or at
her
all?
fangs start to.
Oh, step up.
Her fang starts to drip. I am protecting her.
Uh-huh. Like I was protecting her?
You are on thin ice right now.
I don't know if you've noticed, General, but we're all on thin ice right now. So, play ball with us or, don't. But I think we could all benefit from being on the same page and same team here.
Yes, you are all very hurt, and we have much to explore. Please.
Lulen
Yes,
is the
make
only
up,
defense
I think-
that I have right now.
Mm.
She's defenseless. She has no magic left. She's spent. She's exhausted. I'm the one who's keeping her up right now. You need me in here, awake and alert. She needed me to take over. Let's go.
Very well. I think you should stay in the back line then with me.
I'll backline you. I'm a general.
Hmm.
And
You
as As Vishara steps up further into the chamber you find yourselves in, see the eastern parts of the room unlit, flooded, and braced with those floor-to-ceiling wooden beams. But over to the west, rough-hewn steps rise out of the murky water towards the western portion of the room, which is dry, lit by 2 torches and sconces that flank a stone altar. Shackled to the wall behind the altar is a sickly man, nothing but a loincloth with a burlap sack over his head. He is chained to the wall with thick iron manacles. There's an alcove in the north wall which contains a freestanding suit of plate armor, missing its helm. It is from this man that you hear the sounds of whimpering, asking for mercy.
You all seeing the same thing I'm seeing here?
I'll walk a little forward. I'm sure we'll see it. Ah!
We're cool to like move our, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Great. Anyone feeling brave? I don't know. Salvatore will call out.
Don't shout. And he immediately touches you. We are in enemy territory. Why would you shout things out loudly? We don't know if everyone is dead. We must be quiet.
Oh, hello. Please let me go. Get me out of here.
Walk up and study this man. Shut your face. I'm trying to see if he can help you.
I hear you. Please.
Don't
Oh,
touch him. I just
please
try to look
end
at
my
you.
misery.
Oh, that's even easier. But who would like to kill this man?
Oh, no.
Whoa.
I have lots of gold. Please, my family. They'll reward you. Get me out of here.
Oh. It would be tricky. There's still many people upstairs. I look around and I see this suit of armor. Anything noticeable about it? Is there anything of, we need to gear you up if you're going to be coming with us?
Make me an intelligence investigation check.
If Salvatore was planning on kind of looking around, keeping an eye out, having Belmont's back, and just assessing this situation, would you want Salvatore to roll a separate check or assist Belmont in his check?
We could do one of 2 ways. Either you both make a roll and I use the higher result, or you can assist, which would give him
prefer the latter.
advantage.
I have intellect and I'm proficient in investigation.
So if
I
you're
would just
helping,
assist.
okay, yep. If you assist, then you have advantage on this check.
Okay, I'll roll
Belmont.
twice. I still don't know how to do the advantage. So let me roll more time.
Right.
14.
With a 14, you feel kind of certain that the missing helm is the very helm that you saw the leader wearing in the fight just previous. Also, you feel quite certain that the suit of armor is for show more than anything, but the gauntlets probably can be removed. You think that it could be a trap of some kind. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Mm. 19.
You recognize these gauntlets are enchanted. Become flying gauntlets, similar to the enchantment of flying swords or flying daggers. But what were to trap, you are not certain.
Let the party know quietly.
You know,
You seem to be a trap on the armor there. Do not touch. and let me please examine. My assumption would be it matches the helmet. The general either can activate it, or releasing the man could release it, or just touching it could release it. There's too many variables. We need to subtract. If people want to explore elsewhere, just keep eyes open, but this is what I will be doing for a moment.
Belmont, it does occur to me that this suit of armor seems similar to the helmet that was being worn by someone that we failed not too long ago. Do you think it would be worth just circling back and collecting that armor to see if by completing the set, it maybe makes it easier to retrieve those gauntlets?
We should study it, and also we need to loot all the bodies back there. They might have keys or valuable information moving forward.
We should also figure out what to do with this gentleman that's like chained up in front of us.
I'm gonna check for traps around him, and if possible, release him. And if we can give him the suit of armor or something to keep him alive while down here, I will do so. Unless we can take armor off of any of the guards we killed earlier.
At the very least, we should try and figure out what we can learn from this guy. Why is he here? What does he have any information that can help us?
If people want to start gathering materials, we can do it at the same time.
Okay.
Well, the charisma, so I think you should be the one talking to him if you're going to ask questions. I'm not very.
Well,
people say they read my face.
I am loath to split up the group at this point because it's very dangerous. So, my preference is to do one thing then the other. How about we talk to this gentleman, see where we land with him, and then double back and see what we can learn from the folks that we just
You take little time. I go dig through trash. You
very well.
Mad. And he's gonna go back just to start looting bodies.
Salvatore's gonna walk up to this trained gentleman and just ask, "Hey, you're safe now. What's your name?"
Thank the gods. Klim Jasso of the Jasso Patriar family. Please release me. Escort me from this premise. I will ensure that you are richly rewarded by my family.
Sorry, did Belmont take the hood off of him?
I do not recall.
No. All right.
No, I did not.
Salvatore's going to look over his shoulder and try to make eye contact with Vishara and Lulen and silently kind of like gesture, pretending to take the hood off and then give a thumbs up like, do I do this or not? Do I let him see us?
Vishara will nod.
Yeah.
Okay. Salvatore's going to remove the hood from the gentleman's head and right before he does, is there anything that I notice about the hood? Is it just like a burlap sack basically, or what does the hood look like?
Yeah, it's just like a burlap sack, but it's got a lot of stains on it. Yeah, looking
Gross.
pretty nasty, like blood stains and stuff.
And then does he have any markings on him, like
Yes.
Ritual? Okay.
All over.
Okay.
Not necessarily ritualistic. It more just seems like a lot of cuts and bruises. Kind of smaller. Not like someone stabbed him, but like you get the sense that someone was like having fun torturing him.
Okay, so Salvatore's going to remove the hood and say, well, I wish it were under better circumstances, Clem, but my name's Salvatore. Why are you here?
Oh, Salvatore. Oh, what a beautiful man. I was taken a day or two, I don't even know how long ago. They're asking me questions.
What kind of questions?
It's just information about different goings on about the Patriar families, but I didn't know anything that they were talking about. They were asking about Elturians, if I knew where any Elturians were hiding out, if I kept them, if my family was giving them sanctuary. I have nothing to do with such refugees.
Lim, I'm gonna let's play a game. I give you some information, you give me some information. Deal? If you win the game, you get out of these cuffs.
I'll tell you everything that's so unfair. I'll tell you everything I know. I didn't need to play a game. Just let me go.
All right. Maybe that was unnecessarily cruel. I apologize. You gotta understand, my friends and I here, we're just seeking information about what happened in El Terrell. Do you know how long have you been under here? Do you know what happened in El Terrell?
I must say I don't know how long I've been down here. I say it's been an eternity. I've passed out from the pain a few times, no telling. I haven't seen the light of day. But you speak of El Terrell. At least know that the river surged, and come to find that El Terrell has disappeared, and refugees began showing up at the city walls. The Flaming Fist, that is to say, barred the gates. Once the Hell Riders began showing up and spreading word and ruckus. Last I know, it was the day that they barred the gates.
Do you know about the fall of El Terrell?
Nothing. Nothing save for that Elturians are spreading to Baldur's Gate in search of sanctuary.
Clem, can you help me understand how the Patriarch of the Jasso family wouldn't understand something as significant as the fall of El Terrell happening?
Oh, I am not the Patriarch. That is my father.
Understood. My apologies.
I'm
What's your father's name?
Slim.
Slim. I had a dog named Slim when I was a kid. That's great. Anyway, I apologize. DM, the shackles, are they locked, or how would I be able to free him from these shackles?
They are locked.
Okay.
You would either need the key, or you can break them.
Okay. Clem, my friend is currently going through the refuse of what's left of your captors. You think he's going to find a key in there for you?
If you found, I believe their names are Kazira and Yignath, they would have the keys. Yignath is
a man and
big.
A woman, both big and scary.
Yes, very scary. That Yignath, and you see him like shudder involuntarily. He knows things, how to hurt.
All right, well, if you weren't big fans of them, I think I have some good news for you. They're dead.
Oh, thank gods. Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. So I guess, my friend might be back with a key fairly soon, but so we'll try and let you out as long as I have something on him. But I mean, I gotta know, why do you think you were taken?
Oh, I don't have the faintest idea.
Clem, you gotta understand, I don't believe that.
Oh, what do you wish to know? I've told you everything I know about the fall of El Terrell.
What do you know about where you're at?
I don't know. They're cultists. They spoke of the Dead Three, I believe. I'm in the clutches of the cult of the Dead Three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. They were mostly rooted out years ago. No small part thanks to the now Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard. But I was led to believe that their threat was gone, and that Baal had been vanquished. him and all of his ball spawn.
Lim, could you say one more time? Did you just speak about Ravengard and not the most positive light?
Oh, no. Ravengard is great for the city. Though there are whispers among the Patriars that do not think of him very favorably. But he is our savior. We owe him our praise, if anything.
As Clem is saying that, Salvatore's going to take a step closer to him, so he's only just like within a foot. And as Lulen, or rather the general, swings at one of the chains, Salvatore isn't going to just blink at all, and kind of lean in and take out the water pouch, wet a piece of cloth, and just kind of like dab him off a little bit. You know, it's clear he's got some like dirt and blood on his face. Just going to kind of clean him up a little bit. Clem, you and your family friendly or familiar with the folks that may disagree with you regarding Ravengard's, should we say, progress and improving the city?
Oh, yes, we are on great terms with all of the Patriar families. Name anything you want. If you get me out of here, my father, Slim, will greatly reward you. We can make contact with any of the other families as well. You will be greatly rewarded.
Right, Glenn, but I don't know if you're hearing me. It sounds like you know that there are families of equal or greater wealth to yours that disagree with the way you feel about Ravengard. And what I'm piecing together here is there are folks funding this establishment, this racket that you've been wrapped up in, who are kind of responsible for putting you in the place that you're in. So maybe it's not a great idea to just broadcast that this is all happening right now. We'll get you out of here. We'll get you to a safe space, but we need guarantees that by getting you out and getting you safe, you know, we aren't getting ourselves into even more trouble. So, time to start talking. What do you got for us, pal?
You see his expression, as if it wasn't forlorn enough, just diminish before your very eyes. And his eyes take on a very hollow look. Oh, my. I am in a bit of trouble then, aren't I? Oh, you say the cult is being funded? Well, come to think of it, I do not have very many, direct dealings with them, having risen from the streets themselves, but I hear the Vanthampirs are quite opposed to many of the connections to the Grand Duke.
Clem, is this one of these Nepo baby situations where you don't actually have any idea what's going on and you're just kind of enjoying your dad being in power? Clem, be honest with me, man.
All right. I'm sorry. Really don't have much wealth to share at all. My family is on the decline.
All right, I'm going to ask one more question, and then I'd like to pass it off to Belmont so he can, or anybody else, so we can kind of figure out a way to get this guy out of here. Clem, I'm going to go back to one of my original questions. If you don't have anything going on, if you don't have any power, especially if your dad is on the way out, why are you here? And no matter what he says, I'm going to inside check that.
Okay. My mother's dead. My father's ailing. My 3 youngest siblings would rather see me dead than share any sort of reward. They'd probably give you a decent sum to keep me down here. I was about my business, trying to figure out any sort of way that I might turn around my family's fortune.
You went, okay, the inside check.
Finish this. I just want to make sure I got it.
Sorry.
You see, we are part owners of a trading coaster, but it has not been doing well in recent years, and I was trying and attempting to make new contacts and friends. But after meeting with some of the Patriar families, on my way back home late at night, because some of them love to do business in the dark and outside the shelter of the walls, I was attacked and my bodyguard slain. I don't know anything. I swear. Go ahead and make me an insight check.
Going out and trying to prove yourself, I get that. And then, as Salvatore's saying that, he's just gonna kind of rustle around with his shackles a little bit, and I'll dip out and. Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, just for the record and scene, I'm good to pass it to whoever.
Okay. All right, Lulen. You strike out at some of the chains holding this man up on the wall. You do hit a chain, but it does not break.
Okay. Swing again.
What are you doing? You cut off one of my hands.
Trust me, they've got it under control. They've cut a lot of heads off in the past few days. I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, try that again. Oh, that didn't do very well either.
Come to think of it, maybe I would worry about it.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Well,
Oh lord.
I
Oh god.
think I'm a little more tired than I thought.
Sir, you look very. You're giving off a very old and frail appearance. Do you want to sit down? Do you need some water?
Don't insult me.
I gotta have some fun.
Put your britches up around your ears.
Yeah, maybe do something productive and see what Belmont's up to instead.
Yeah, right. I'll go.
Salvatore's just gonna look back at Clem and give him a little wink. We'll get you.
Belmont! Belmont! What are you doing?
Trying to find this link that
Looking for
gives you
loot.
possible loot creatures.
We killed a bunch of people, so I'm looking for loot. I'm getting
Yep.
that helmet. I'm looking for a key and any information, anything of importance. Plus one leather or armored outfit, preferably armored, for the guy that we're rescuing. And I'll have my owl, Percy, keeping watch for me down the other hall.
I bet Lulen hasn't been keeping this blade sharp. She probably doesn't know how to do it. I wish I would have had more time to teach her this stuff when she was young. No doubt her brother isn't teaching her.
Could you expand on that brother thing, please?
What about?
The
What do you want to know
existence.
about her?
What are they up to? Where are they? Why aren't they with Lulen now? Any of the above.
Oh, well, he's a druid, and he's becoming a powerful cleric. Studying. They never got along. He's quite a bit older than she is.
Yeah, you might have a better chance teaching Lulen how to keep a blade sharp if you spent more time talking to her and less time taking her over, but that's just my 2 cents.
Lulen is very talented and quite powerful. She just doesn't know how to use her skills yet.
No disagreement there.
Controlling and accessing the things that I can give her is one of them.
Why don't you sharpen her blade for her while you're waiting for yourself to give her permission to come back?
Yeah, I doubt she's got a sharpening stone. Do you have one?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
I must admit, all of my equipment that I use to keep care of my equipment was back at the barracks, and El Terrell came apart so quickly that I didn't have a chance to grab anything. So this is actually a great reminder that we need to go and stock back up on equipment once we're in a place to do so. Because we've been swinging quite a bit, and Salvatore kind of shows his blade off a little bit. I've dulled and chipped this thing a little bit in the past couple of days, so good reminder.
I think that's the smartest thing I've heard you say all night.
I have my moments. Give me time.
Granted. We might make a private out of you yet.
Okay. So, Belmont, as you are searching these bodies, find 16 gold pieces, 25 silver pieces, and 48 copper pieces.
Wait, give me 1 sec to actually put those in.
Oh,
Not ready for that.
I got it. Don't.
Oh, sweet.
Yep, I can just push that to you guys. All right. Along with that, whole bunch of other items and so we got four necromites of Myrrh. Was Yignath and Shara. Then there were 5 fists of bane. Yep, 5 of them. Okay. So, seven chainmails.
Oh my god, I can't carry that many.
6 maces.
I wish we had a bag of holding. I would take all this back to sell.
Spear. Bloody spear. And then 4 skull-headed flails.
Oh, I'm gonna pocket one of the skull-headed flails just because he's fascinated by that. Actually, I probably can't carry it. I don't have a ton. Oh no, I do have strength to carry. Yeah, I'll take the flail, and I'm gonna take one of the chainmails to give the guy that we're saving, so at least he has something to not die immediately.
Okay. So, everybody could open the party sheet. We can go over that real quick. So on the top right under the tools, there's the party sheet with the 3 silhouettes button.
Mm-hmm.
Then with the party sheet open, go to inventory, the tab on the right. you should see items available.
Mm.
So
Ooh.
what you can do is you can drag and drop items directly into your inventory. You can also take directly from your inventory to place in the party sheet. So like if you want to sell. If you hold down shift, it takes everything. So Belmont, what I want you to do is I want to click on the dragon icon for one of the skull-headed flails and drag it into your inventory. But do not hold down shift because that'll do 1.
I think I did it. Did I do it?
Yeah.
And
I do not see it in your.
Let's try again.
You're dragging and dropping it back into the party sheet. Put it direct. There you go. Skull-headed flail right there. See it in your. That is how that can work. And then you wanted a chainmail, so you can do as well. Also, you know that larger man carries a keyring.
I take it. And his helm that we were talking about earlier. That matched the armor set.
Okay. And putting in. All right. And you're leaving everything else there?
I let the party know about it. I'm gonna be just dragging the chainmail back because I don't want to put it in my inventory because I'm literally just handing it to the guy we're saving for him to wear.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what weapon he'd like, so he can walk back and pick up his own. I'm Whittle. I'm not gonna carry stuff for everyone unless I have a bag of holding, then I'll do that.
So by communicating to the party what was in the loot, does that mean Belmont is back with us, or are you like screaming down the hallway?
No, I'm walking back. I am not screaming. You made that very clear earlier. If people need to be quiet.
All right. Well, as Belmont comes back, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Belmont, meet Clem. Clem's chained up. You got anything that can help him out?"
Maybe we should cut his hands off.
That's an idea. Lulen Lulen's dad tried that.
Don't do that.
No, we tried that
Make
one,
me
Belmont.
do
It
more
didn't work.
work, and then he starts walking over, and let me investigate real quick and see if there's anything I can do to help. And I do want to investigate to check for traps around the chains, magical ruins, or markings, or if it's just a simple lock.
It appears to be a simple lock.
So, Clinton, were they using you for blood collections and sacrifices?
That's a thought.
I don't think so. They were just asking me questions and kept poking me and prodding me.
Shit. Really, what kind of questions? Don't make me poke and prod you to get them.
I told you they were asking about Eltulian refugees.
I put the helmet on that I got from the guard guy, and I just take the keys out and I start unlocking his thing. We get him going, and I show him the chainmail on the ground. You wear this as we go through. And he just kind of twitches like this for a sec.
Ugh, he's in this fire again. Gotta get him a new battery.
All right. You insert.
So, sorry, I just before Clem does anything as he goes free, go ahead and do your thing, DM. Just
Okay. You insert
I do
the
actually also
key.
want to look over, like, because Vishal, you've been very quiet as I start getting ready to insert it. Are you? Everything okay? And then I start. I don't know if you're muted. I saw you move, but I haven't heard you speak once.
I'm just taking everything in. I'm trying to stay aware of our surroundings.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a
Alright, then I'm ready.
perception check then, Bashar. Belmont, you reach with the key towards one of the manacles. You insert it within the keyhole. Looking over towards the suit of armor as you do so. Turn the key, here, click. The armor remains unmoved. You have freed Clem from one of his shackles.
What's the other shackle attached to?
Same thing. Manacle is attached into the wall.
Salvatore's just gonna grab his free hand in an effort to help him out, but he has a firm grasp on that free hand to make sure he doesn't bust out and do something nefarious, just in case.
Well,
I'm developing trust issues.
do I not give chainmail to this man? We sell on auction house, yes.
I'm just gonna speak directly to say, I got you, man. Let's take this easy. We don't know how long you've been up there.
Oh, much too long.
Fine.
And I'll just signal to Belmont to keep going.
So specifically, what were they asking about? What did they want to know about these refugees?
If I knew of where they were being holed up, and if I, myself or my family was giving them any sort of sanctuary, which I do not know. I did not know.
Were they asking for somebody who looked a certain way?
No, just asking if I knew where any refugees were.
Insight check.
Right, go ahead. Anyone that wants to make an insight check, go ahead and make one.
Belmont has no care for that. His focus is on the possible trap in the suit of armor.
Nice, Vishara. Ooh.
All right. You are very certain that he is being truthful.
Yes.
So before I release this man, do we trust them? Because in a dark place. Have we learned anything while I was away? And he's
I only
getting ready
trust you three, but I have an idea.
Shall I continue? Everyone ready to unlock? Are you ready to be free, sir? Or did you want to stay here? And he pulls the key back.
No, free me, please.
Oh,
Clem, beg a moment, sir. We'll be right back. And I just kind of put my arm around Belmont and push him to Lulen and Vishara. So
you
going
have to push
over.
me. You can literally carry me.
Clem just
going
starts
over here.
crying.
So
Guys.
remember my payment after.
Really quick. I did just swear an oath to, and Salvatore kind of gestures at Lulen, whoever is in Lulen right now, to keep Lulen safe, and we're all real beat up.
Yeah.
If Clem actually is a friendly individual and could offer us some refuge in this very dangerous and vulnerable time, it might benefit us to escort him back to the Jasso residence. I mean, worst case scenario, we're right where we were, but instead of underground, we're above ground. There's more places to run. And best case scenario is we actually have a place to recover and recuperate. What do you guys think?
I think we're already down here.
Agreed.
No turning back. It'd be hard to get out and especially come back in. The answers, he whispers so the other guy can't hear. We came here for answers about what happened to the city.
We still have to fight our way out.
Yeah. Up that way, I don't know if it would be safest. We could possibly find another exit. There's water streaming from the sewer. We could find an exit through one of those passages. I think
Belmont.
that's safer than facing more people.
All right. Everybody that has cool magic powers, raise your hand if you could use them right now.
Yeah.
Fisher does not.
You see
Nope.
Belmont, Salvatore raise their hands.
I have spells.
All right. So we're fighting at what? Half strength right now?
Yes.
I'm just saying there might be answers at the Jasso residence.
My worry.
You didn't listen to Lulen when she said we needed to get out of here to begin with. I think we need to listen now. We get out.
We killed leaders, though. It should be safer. We've killed many already.
There are many more.
Yes, but if we plan wisely and sneak past them, we don't have to fight everyone. I
You
still
can
have
if
my
in one
magic
hand.
spells. We don't need to
And-
be flinging so often.
Salvatore's gonna look at Belmont and say, Belmont, I don't mean to be glib, but when you're talking about sneaking, and he's just gonna like rattle his chainmail, you know? I don't really got it.
Ah, but we don't need to move completely. And I have some spells to help move past. I'm pretty sure I do.
I don't know, Vishara, what are you thinking?
I think that we've weakened the leaders of this location, but I can't really do much in the way of keeping you guys fighting, but I am. There are still people back the way we
Yeah, so if we go back, we 100% know we need a fight show to get out of here. Belmont's just making the suggestion of we could at least hopefully find another exit down these ways.
Yes. And get
Going
out.
down here, there's a 50-50 chance of us fighting something if we go into it. Up those stairs, there's a 100% chance. You saw the ninja gods, or paladins, I don't remember exactly, I just remember people being out there.
Alright. What about this? What if we let this Jasso guy out? We tell him, pick up all that stuff that we don't want to carry around with us down here. We tell him to tell us where to meet him after we get out of here. And we keep exploring, and then Salvatore just kind of like side-eyes Lulen a little bit to see if it passes at all.
Well, if we release this man, he will die walking up those steps. He was trapped here as a prisoner half to death. I don't think he's even capable of doing that.
Might I remind you, the ability to heal any of us is significantly decreased. I, as a paladin, a dead one at that, have no powers to help any of you. Lulen's magic is gone at the moment. Until she rests, she is far too tired to heal any of you. We get into a significant fight. Anyone goes down, they die.
Would a short rest prevail? That would give you your shape-changing abilities back, at least. That would be, I don't know, out of character, like an hour, right? Short rest.
That would be the only thing she gets back.
And a short rest is an hour, yes.
We can try to secure this section, or...
What I will say is that we are using the rest and recovery rules, so you can do a breather short rest, and then you can take a long rest. But the long rest does not confer all of the benefits unless you're in a sanctuary.
Hmm.
And what I will also say is that so you have a few things in front of you. You have the cultists that you know are in the bathhouse that you have been discussing. So if you move that way, you have the cultists and whatever interaction might come there. You have further exploration, which you don't know what's there, and you don't know what more cultists might be present or not. You do know about the Merkel chamber, which is behind the door of Merkel. You remember that was secluded. There was only the 2 rooms, the altar of Merkel and then the sarcophagus in the other room. So there's only one point of entry there. You do not know what's behind the door of Ball, save for a short tunnel leading down into...
We could rest in the Merkel area then.
Honestly, y'all, I feel like we're having a conversation around assessing known knowns and unknown knowns. And at this point, I feel a lot more confident addressing the known knowns, which means, what, there's 5 mysterious people in robes going out the way we came. I think we can take them. We don't know what's ahead of us.
Agreed. The value of knowing what's down here is important, but we have to continue to live in order to do anything with it.
You know, my vote hasn't changed, but
Ugh,
I'm
goodness,
outnumbered.
never does.
Follow.
All right.
And also
So-
remember...
The majority wants to go up then.
Also remember that in order to take a long rest, it has to be 24 hours since your last long.
It hasn't been that long yet.
It is 12 o'clock a.m. Yeah, actually, you could take a long rest anytime you...
I was gonna say, we went straight from the
Yep.
low lantern to the bathhouse, didn't we?
Yep, I was just double checking that. So, yeah, enough time has passed. You could complete a long rest.
So we could barricade the door, the Merkel door, and rest there.
I think a short rest, though. Sleeping for a long period of time down here would be quite dangerous.
Yeah, we wouldn't get the sanctuary benefit.
Lulen would be able to recharge in 4 hours. Should be back to full.
That'd still be quite long. I wouldn't want to rest for more than an hour. I'd rather keep moving. And I think this is a great
And
way of showing we need to conserve our magic more often.
just to clarify, the sanctuary benefit only affects how much HP. You would not automatically gain hit points. You would have to spend the hit dice. You would still gain your spell slots.
Oh,
It's the
just
spell
wanna
slots that I'm
clarify.
most worried about.
Just want to clarify
Okay.
that there's no confusion.
thank you.
It's the spell slots that I'm most concerned about.
Well, if we want to try and barricade a room and recover a little bit, I'm not against it, but we still got to account for this Clem Jasso fellow. What do we do with him? If we let him go and he just runs for it, he's going to get cut down.
We
It's gonna have to become part of the party for a while.
I don't know if we could trust him though. If we're all going to be, he whispers that we're all going to be sleeping for a time.
I could leave him chained up and then come back.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just worried that he might die or could leak information about us if someone
You
comes
know,
by here.
shackling him back up actually might be smarter, because if they come along and find that he's been released, they'll know we've been through here.
Oh, I think if they walk around the corner, the dead bodies kind of say there as well.
I mean, farther.
My
And
main
they'll
issue,
know that
though,
we
is
went
if they
farther.
come by, they could also question him. And if they question him, he could tell them about us. And then we'd be even more on the hunt. We might
True.
not even get our arrests done.
True that.
I mean, the reality is, any of the plans we put together so far fall apart the second anybody else that's left here decides to look around even a little bit.
We kill him.
Yeah, I think we kill him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude's chained up. Just
Yeah,
gonna kill a dude that we think is innocent?
he's partially dead. At this point, it's mercy.
I can't stand for that.
One honorable trait.
I literally walked into a room when I first met you and you all were killing drunk men. I thought we were in on this.
They started it. Well, Lulen started it, but
You make
was
my
just trying to
point
help.
more exact, sir.
you know, I don't really know what point I'm trying to make. But what I am confident in is that I'm trying to not just indiscriminately kill folks. And this guy is
Didn't he
very
say
vulnerable and in need.
person that was chained up?
This guy
What
could
do you
help us.
propose? Yeah, he could. What do you propose to we do with him then?
You could ask.
I'm asking.
I'll move out of the way, let Lulen through, and just watch this.
I take my journal out.
My daughter is in danger, defenseless. I'm not going to let her take faculty over this. She wouldn't be able to do anything. You'd be in worse shape.
How do you know?
She can't wield a sword.
So? She wields magic probably far greater than you ever could. I mean, you're dead.
Ooh.
What point of she's exhausted and can't do any magic right now? Did you not
So then how are you
understand?
gonna... I mean, I still have the bare minimum of magic that I can do. Surely she does as well.
Yeah, she can make a flower.
Ah, it's still beautiful.
Or put a skunk smell past your nose.
Ooh. Even
She has nothing of value that could save our arses. And she can't wield a sword. That is why I'm here.
I think we release this man, bring him with us into the room to rest, and then make our way out of here. And we can come back at another time to investigate further.
I agree. Let's go. And if he
Belmont, you a
misbehaves,
fan of democracy?
no, but if I'm alone, I die, so I fall.
We'll make it up to you, pal. I promise we'll come back.
I expect information I can add into my scrolls and ruins.
Belmont, by the time we're done, and Salvatore's just gonna like put his hand on his shoulder and gesture to the ceiling, I guess, not the sky. By the time we're done here, you're gonna need way more than just the scrolls you have on you. You're gonna run out of ink, you're gonna run out of quills, you're gonna run out of paper. We're gonna give you a story. But right now, we're just gonna try and survive. Is that okay with you?
I wish to find my family sooner than later. But if you all need to survive for us to get there, so be it.
We do. We do. for better or worse. All right, so y'all, we gonna grab this fellow and start moseying our way slowly out of this place.
Fine. Just keep an eye on that suit of armor. I'm running
Oh,
for the
yeah.
hills if that thing moves. Are you ready, sir? We are going to release you. You need to stay quiet or I will cut out your tongue. We are going to walk forward, and we have a nice area we're going to quickly rest at. Hopefully, we can escape sooner than later. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Good. If you speak without being spoken to, remember, I'll take it. He goes and unlocks the left panel piece.
All
And
right.
I have chainmail on the ground you should put on. And I have that in front of him.
He rubs his wrists where you see the manacles dug into his skin. Oh, I'm not a warrior.
But that's just to keep you alive, sir.
Okay.
And he takes his dagger out and he's just like makes the motions, not hitting him, like it's a couple inches away, but see, if this actually was penetrating, you die very easily right now. But if you wear that, I cannot easily do that.
All right. Takes a while, but he slips the chainmail on.
Good, sir. And he takes his hand. Now, come with me. And Belmont kind of treats him like a child.
Right.
This whole time, nothing's happening with the armor, right? Salvatore got kind of spooked by Belmont's comment about the armor animating.
Nothing has happened with the armor. Gauntlets remain on the suit.
Belmont's just wearing its helmet casually. Let's move out.
Which is
Okay.
a lot bigger proportionally on his body than a regular humanoid. Just wearing this giant bucket helm.
I'm really tempted to take those gauntlets. Salvatore, you should take those gauntlets for me.
Tell you what. Why don't you give me that helmet there, and when I get the gauntlets, I'll give you the gauntlets in return for the helmet. How's that sound?
No.
All right, then you go get the gauntlets. Belmont, you told us that you got the heebie-jeebies from that. You examined it. You told us that there was something not quite right about those gauntlets, even though that they seemed valuable.
I didn't want to get hurt.
All right, well,
if you got poked. And
if you just my only request would be if you intend to throw me into a trap, don't tell me that it's a trap first.
And he take notes.
Yeah. So go ahead and throw that helmet on that piece of armor. Let's see what happens.
No. It might.
All right. Well,
I'm too scared to do that.
You're on your own then.
I wear helmet.
Okie doke.
Talking to Salvatore, but maybe me having this helmet on confuses, making it think I am it, and that's why it didn't attack us. And then if
I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, he's just ranting.
Yeah. Well, take the helmet off. Prove your hypothesis.
He's too scared to.
I thought so.
And I keep holding the guy's hand behind us and have him follow along.
To the Miracle room,
Yeah.
I think.
Uncle Merkel's den.
And then as the party's leaving, Salvatore's just gonna take his sword and prod around the corner at the gauntlets, and before anything can even happen, just gonna retrieve the sword and hightail it out of there.
Happens.
That's a relief. Okay.
If I saw you move that next time you come down here, he's gonna try and take him. He was too scared to still. So he's moving.
To
The bodies are gone. Did we move them, or did they just actually disappear?
the blood stains are where those.
Ah, okay.
I don't have a map.
No.
Just want to look around the room and the attached room through the corridor here. Is there anything that we could use to block the doorway, make it a little
Is
more
it also
secure?
movable?
The sarcophagus lid, probably.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I
Does
assist
anyone
you.
want to help me move that?
I assist you, and I order the new guy to assist us.
Here we go.
If you want to live, we must move this now.
Help us help you, bud.
Oh, and actually, before we lock that door and shut it, I would have pulled the rest of those armors in here, the maces, like everything, including the bodies,
Okay.
and putting all like the bodies into a. Actually, no. This is fucking an undead room. I'm gonna leave the bodies scattered out in front of our door.
Good call.
Outside. I'm pulling all of the gear in here though, and I just let the party know, like, take what you need, take what you want. We can sell everything else. And arm yourself, mister, if you need. And I do have an interesting
So
question.
you're taking the time to move all the bodies?
Yeah, moving
Okay.
bodies in front of our doorway. So like we're blocking it from this side, but there's a ton of bodies in front of the door. So whoever gets here, if they actually want to get through, they'd have to kind of move some of those bodies out of the way, which might make
Okay.
sounds for here.
Gotcha. So
Okay.
they're in the cross chamber, not in. Okay.
Yeah.
And as well as the sarcophagus door. Okay, so that'll take some time, definitely.
I see little
An hour
3
at
foot nothing Belmont doing that on his own, and I would help.
Probably
wait, no,
about
I-
an hour.
I think I can cast the spell Invisible Servant. Do I have that? I did not take it. I do have Arcane Lock though, so I can cast
Ooh.
Arcane Lock on the door afterwards.
Something.
Idea.
Does it cost a
Anybody
spell
have
slot?
alarm?
It does cost a spell slot, but for taking a long rest, I don't mind using that. I'm just debating how many spell slots do I have. I can't. Where do I see that?
You have only used one first level spell.
How many second level
marked.
spell slots do I have?
2.
2. Okay, so if we need, I can lock 2 doors. If we want to lock the other door we haven't explored yet, I can give a command that we are the only ones that can open it.
Okay.
And I'll lock the door in front of us. So at least if we hear banging outside, we know which side enemies are coming from.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're locking the door going to the east and the Merkle door?
That's what I'm thinking
Okay.
about doing. I'm asking the party if that's a good idea. Otherwise, I only want to lock the middle door.
That's fine.
And I'm giving the order because I get to decide who can open these doors if I want to. Only us 4. Any one of us 4, not including the new guy,
Okay.
can open these doors.
And it lasts until dispelled.
Okay.
And Belmont's going to be asking to be. I will do first watch with whoever else is completely out of spells, or who. Wait, Vishara and Luna, are you both completely out of spells?
Yeah.
Completely out of spells.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand watch.
Who needs? Vishara, you need to take 8 hours nap, right? Like
I was
normally
gonna say though, are we taking a short rest here or a long rest? Because like, if you're
I thought with the
using
whole locking, we're
arcane
taking
lock,
a long rest. I thought
we
is
could
what
do
we
the
switched
long.
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, if we're doing a long rest, then I can stay. The beauty of being the Ombatron, I can stay awake for it as long as I'm inactive. So I will be constant watch. So we only need one person with me each time. I just won't be moving. I just am awake.
The show will probably take third watch.
But yeah,
I just
whoever, actually, I think if I could say any opinion into it, Luna should take first watch with me because you regain spell slots after 4 hours.
yes.
So then you'd gain either way. If enemies attack us sooner, you'd at least have a higher chance of gaining your spell slots back.
Mm-hmm.
Because Vishar, either way, you're gonna have to take a longer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting with Belmont. Who's taking the second?
I believe we said I was correct. Did I understand you correctly, Belmont?
Yeah, that's you take. No, sorry, I got it backwards. You take second watch because by second watch you'd already have your spell slots back, so you only
Okay.
need 4 hours.
Right.
So are
Someone else
you
takes first watch. I'm taking all watches with them because as an automaton, I just have
Yep.
to be inactive.
Sentry's
not in the way.
Rest? You
So I
spend
can
at least 6 hours in an inactive, motionless state. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. Belmont, you are going into your Sentry's Rest right away, but you're going to be keeping watch?
Yeah, because aren't I just inactive? So I'm just
Gotcha. Okay.
Sentry's watch is like so. I'm just sitting there facing the door, and that's it.
Okay, and then how long are you doing that for? Until
The 6
Lulen would
hours.
take it.
I'm gonna be in Sentry Rest for the 6 hours.
Okay, so then Lulen's just doing the last 2?
I'd come in at 4.
Oh, you would come in at 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone else wants for the last. I'm physically exhausted. I'm trying to, because we have people who can like do
Got it. Understood.
easier watches.
All right, so this is a good time to go over resting, to explain exactly how I do the resting stuff. So we figure out the watch order, and then during your watch, for each hour, we look at perception checks to see if anything is noticed. If you are sleeping, or yeah, we'll do this. So I'll during each hour, I take everyone's passive perception to check. If
Okay.
you are sleeping, it takes a -5 to account for the sleeping. If you have Sentry's Rest or if you have the Elf Trance, it just uses your straight passive perception. Only if you are keeping watch do you actually make the roll to determine if you see anything and what you see. So Belmont, because you're in the Sentry's Rest, you're not making a roll, you're just using your passive perception. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So that's kind of how I do that. And then I check hour by hour because, things will happen hour by hour. Random encounters are usually what happens during the night. So what I'll do is I'll make a check to see if a random encounter happens. And if so, I'll roll a d8 behind the screen to see what hour that encounter actually takes place. So you're only ever going to have an encounter or no encounter. And then it's all kind of determined random. So that is how that works. Okay, so let's see. It would be really early in the 2 o'clock in the morning.
Beautiful.
The 15th.
I think it's safe to assume we probably communicated this plan to Clem, right?
Yeah.
He understands. Yeah. Okay.
I'm hoping because I have 2 different doors locked, they might get confused to which one we're behind.
So, settle down. Begin your long rest. Everyone settles to sleep. Everybody knows the deal. Belmont stationed close to the door to keep watch, paying attention and listening. So I would need everybody's passive perceptions. Remember, if you're sleeping, -5 from that. If you have trance, just give me your passive perceptions. Please type those in the chat box right now.
Okay.
So, hours go by. You're all having fitful dreams, taking away from the stress of your day. Perhaps not quite as restful as you would hope. Nevertheless, 4 hours go by. Belmont, it is time to awaken Lulen. Her turn of the watch.
I step back and just give a gentle tap. Lulen, is that you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was waking you or your father.
Either way, your torch would.
Matt,
Oh yeah, especially back here, I wouldn't have kept it going.
What?
It's your turn for the watch. You should sit next to the door. You
What?
can hear outside.
what? Well, wait a minute. How did I get here? And my father?
He's a kind man. Quite brute, but yes.
Maybe we'll have to have a conversation about that. Last thing I remember, we were fighting.
Yeah. You killed many. It was fabulous.
I killed people?
We all did. Yes.
Oh,
You can
heaven.
be quiet. We're in a very dangerous area still. We are
Okay.
camping out inside a altar area. Let's just put it like that. The doors are locked. I put a magic seal on this one and the one to the east. Hopefully, you should hear banging, because the only ones allowed to open the doors are us. You see the stone slab against this one. We do not intend to open it until we are ready in the morning.
Okay.
Carefully listen outside if you hear any doors, footsteps, or muttering. There are many that are already dead, but I assume there might be more. It should be early morning by now. We also have someone we rescued in the corner, you'll see. So don't be frightened if he moves. We don't trust him yet, though, so do not give him information or items. Leave him be.
Okay.
He is someone we're rescuing. He might be able to give us money from the family. But
Okay.
we might be heading out of here in the morning or delving deeper. But we're not sure. It depends on how tonight goes.
All right. Oh, this is so overwhelming. Okay. Get some more rest.
Yes.
Okay.
You should watch for 3 or 4 hours, and then you can wake Salvatore or Bashara.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going back into my sentry watch. I'll sit over here and help you keep watch, but I'm gonna rest a little more.
Yeah.
And he just shuts down further from the door. In a sentry mode.
Okay.
So I just need 2 more hours.
Lulen, you are able to benefit from. But because you are not in a sanctuary, you do not regain hit points as normal. You are going to have to spend hit die for the purpose health. So, do you want to do so?
Yeah.
Okay, so go to your main sheet and locate towards the bottom where it says HD and it has that 3 with the dice on it.
Yeah.
Click
Can you throw
that.
it into the chat?
Yep. 2 points of health.
Good.
You have 2 more. So you have 3 hit die to spend.
Ooh, that helps.
All right, and an 8. That brings you to missing only 1 hit point.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that.
Okay. And you begin your watch. Moving closer to the doorway. You see the room off to the west. Sarcophagus that the lid was moved to the door.
Okay.
And you sit down, waiting. Because you are awake, you can actually make checks. So,
Okay.
as we begin the hour of 6 o'clock in the morning, please make me a perception check. Nothing disturbs the hour. Make another check for 7 o'clock. Make a check for shortly into this hour, do hear a noise, very hollow, almost inaudible through the stone door and the sarcophagus lid that's covering you. Sounds like a bang. Do anything.
Yes, I'm gonna listen further.
Press your ear against the stone slab. Its thickness blocks most any sound from passing through.
I'm gonna wake them up. Salvatore. Fishara. Bellman.
What?
Wake up.
Yes.
What's what's up?
There's a bang. There's a bang outside the door.
This door or the other door?
Out where the sarcophagus is. There's a very loud bang. I can't discern what it is.
You can't tell. So you don't hear muttering. Okay.
No, I just heard this loud bang.
Just above the tabletop. DM, am I able to roll my hit die now, or?
Yeah. So, everybody has gone 6 hours at this point, so I'm not going to force you to do the full 8. Yeah, you guys planned it out very well. Everybody benefit from a.
Yay! How do I click that?
Get it for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you do notice she no longer has fangs and long fingernails, and her eyes are not glowing. Her scimitar is sheathed.
I'm so sorry, Nomad. I'm having a hard time finding the long rest button.
Oh, I got it for you. Go ahead
okay.
and go ahead and spend your hit die as you see fit.
I'm already at full health still.
5 points. You did a 26 of 20.
There we go.
Now you're at full.
Perfect. Okay, well, Salvatore just up, feeling a little bit of whiplash coming from a deep slumber, and hearing there might be a potential threat, and
I like
seeing Lulen doesn't want to kill him anymore. Kind of looks around, checks in on Clem. What is Clem up to? Clem, wake up. You good?
What? Are we being attacked?
We don't know yet.
Oh, please defend me!
I said be
You just-
quiet or I'd cut your tongue out. And I start lighting a torch so we can see.
Lulen, where'd you hear that bang come from?
As a sarcophagus.
Was it just a bang, like anything else?
No.
Are you sure it's behind the door? The sarcophagus that's around the corner.
It's that direction. I can't hear through the stone.
Have you said hello yet? Are you friends?
No. No. I was
You're
too
right.
afraid.
Be dumb. We just die. Well, we're the only ones that can open these doors because of my spell.
Yes.
What would everyone like to do? I do make this one suggestion, though. We've barely survived one night. I think we should be sparing on our spells. Try to use cantrips if you can.
Agreed.
The only cantrip I have is, well, making flowers, and I don't have many other abilities.
You make flowers, darling. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
You can always take the dodge action and distract, but I just don't wish to see you guys harmed until we know. We have to face someone before getting out. I know we can't be stealthily, but we can still avoid unnecessary threats.
With
Just
my
a-
long rest, I would also like to change my season.
Okay, what are you changing to?
Winter.
Hey, very nice.
Cold.
Point of clarification while we're doing some housekeeping here. So the locks are to the north and to the west, and things could have been passing back and forth in that chamber room to the north this whole time.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
So there's a door to our north
Yes.
in the room we're in right now. That's locked.
Yep.
And there was a door separating us from the sarcophagus room to the west?
No.
Oh, there wasn't. Oh, okay. So when we were talking about the west door, we were talking about the one in the chamber room?
Did I say west? I meant east.
Oh, okay. I probably misheard. That's my bad.
Okay.
And that east door was locked?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think there's still that fundamental question that we need to answer about taking Clem back to his residence and making sure that I don't break my oath to Lulen's spooky ghost father about getting her the hell out of here. Oh, by the way, Lulen, did you know that your father's ghost takes your body over?
Oh, I talked to her about that.
What? What are you talking about? So,
Hey, you did a whole thing where you remember when you cut that pirate's head off? Well, you did that again, but like times 20 down here, and then you kind of blacked out. And Belmont was kind of telling you about it, but you know, your dad has a presence.
oh, that explains everything.
Everything. Oh shit. All right.
Oh.
Well, regardless, I made a promise to your ghost father that we would get you out of here, and we also need to get this Clem fella out of here. So, you know, if the door ahead of us is locked, and the door where all those crazy fellas that tried to kill us earlier is locked. We have a good chance of making it out. So this might be our opportunity to do so.
Okay.
Now I would ask you, do you want to be the person that opens the door and walk in first, or do you want someone else, like me, to be the person that opens the door and walks out first?
Daddy would say you go first.
Salvatore's going to look to the rest of the room and say, any objections?
I've got your back.
I will follow. I will die if I stay here alone.
Bashara, you good with this plan?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. I'm going to look back to Clem, or Salvatore's going to look back to Clem and say, Clem, we're going to get you out of here. You got to keep your head down.
Please do. Please do. I'm ready to leave.
Stay out of the way, and as soon as we get out of here, you take us to a safe space, okay?
Oh, yes, I'll take you anywhere you want.
Okay, but some ground rules, Clem. Don't tell anybody that we're from El Terrell, okay?
You're from...
Oh my god, he didn't even know that until you said it.
I told him that, like, when we were interrogating him.
Why would you say... I thought we were keeping that a secret.
No, well, I guess we gotta kill him.
No! Please,
Can I cut his tongue
I
out
won't
now?
say anything. I'll provide you sanctuary.
Do you promise?
I promise.
I take my dagger out. I just wanted to make sure. I told you, I would cut your tongue. I don't wish to do so, but you must understand, it's dangerous when people are hunting you.
As you are
Clem,
having... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Salvatore will lean into Clem and say, Clem, look deep into Belmont's eyes. Do you think that he's telling the truth right now? Because I do.
Clem's eyes are wide. He doesn't know how to read the situation, and he is absolutely terrified that you're going to kill him.
I also think it's funny because I'm wearing the porcelain mask.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what eyes?
Right.
Look into Belmont's dead, glassy eyes. Is he lying?
As you are having
Stop.
this conversation, Bashara moves over to the altar. You see her reach out, lighting black candles.
Darling, what are you doing?
Shara,
This is an
Sure.
unholy area, is it not? I thought you of a grave domain did not like the undead.
Shara, to me. What are you doing?
Something told me something would be revealed.
As
I'll look around and keep going.
As the black light emanates ominously from these black candles, a stark contrast against the bright light of Belmont's torch. Sorry, green light. You see on the wall behind the altar, where no words were before, black writing says in common, "Rise and be counted."
Ashari, you know what that means?
Nomad, do I have any idea what that means?
Yes, I am sending it to you right now.
So,
Spooky secrets.
Did anyone else, when you're talking about the black candle, think of this?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Vishara will like mutter them under her breath, like while pondering, like, have I heard this before?
Ooh, that's cool.
Ashara, you're scaring me.
I don't know. I kind of like this. I want to see what's going. And he takes his journal out and just observes what's happening. Mr. Shaw, can you just tell me if you feel, hear, see anything? What are you going through right now? I don't recognize.
Shara. As you mutter the words, you see bones scattered about the altar begin to shake ever so slightly, moving with more intensity. Soon enough, they are scraping against the floor, moving till 3 skeletons form from these bones to stand before.
Wait, as one just starts standing up, can I just take its skull before it fully forms?
Sure.
Aha! Oh shit, you still built yourself together. There's the head that's just clattering its teeth. I picture him just holding it, fingers between the eye, holding through the eyes. Ah, ha! Jedi grasp hold.
These skeletons each hold short swords and short bows, and they all stare with empty eyes directly at Vishara.
Ashara, what did you do?
Did you summon a posse? Are they yours? Are they enemies? Are they threats?
Tell me what to do with this sword, Vishara.
Yeah, you take the head, and I pass the skull that I grabbed to Vishara.
Um. Well, this is helpful.
Right? See, I
Um.
wanted to go through the murder door. Just think about it. All our problems could have been solved with murder. You come through here, you got skeletons. Our answers were behind the doors all along.
See,
Vishara will gesture to the skeletons, and they listen to me. I think. Pretty sure.
Okay, well, maybe have them do something not lethal or aggressive. Maybe, I don't know, jumping jacks and see if they listen to you.
Yes, I clap my hands and do a little jig. Make them copy that.
You were hearing a noise from out in the hall, yes?
Yeah,
Could send them out.
Are we certain these are ours? Or yours, I should say.
yeah.
They
I think
have not attacked us yet.
Everyone step aside then. And
Okay.
tell them to line up next to the door.
Yeah.
Okay. You command them
And
to...
Vishara will, not out loud, but will them to go out into the hallway.
One by one, the skeletons move forward, removing the lid from before the door and opening. Move out into the hallway.
And technically, because of the arcane lock, one of us, since I'm a stealth,
we
one
would
of
have
us
unlocked.
open the doors a tiny. Yeah, I'll unlock it so they can
Yeah,
open it.
okay. So that all happened.
They're
Now
on
they
back.
just stand sentry in the cross chamber. You see that the eastern door is still shut.
Well,
But now you hear pounding the other side of the door.
Of the eastern door.
Yep.
I move forward slightly, and actually, I take one step back because they're your things. That you should be closer to them. I was gonna say. Oh my god, I just had a huge like mind blank. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I'm gonna step back and
Salmon,
let it.
it would seem that you have trapped somebody on the other side of the other door.
I believe your skeleton should charge forward, and we should probably have Salvatore stand
I'm having
behind the
trouble
skeleton.
moving things.
The other two skeletons should guard the other two doors. We'll have Salvatore right in the middle, and I can slip on the side to unlock the door.
Okay.
I think I can add gestures. Does it let me do gestures? Forget this does. Or no, I just done it when I was first casting, so never mind. I only said any of us have to open it. Just touch the door. You literally just have to unlock it, and then it is open for them.
Yep.
If we close it, it's locked for them. Ha 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 ha. Lulen, do you
Yeah.
need... Actually, because I'm small, could I stand in this... Do I fit right here? Or no, that's like a hop. Or
Yeah, you could stand there.
I'm just trying to get into like the in-between area.
If you want Salvatore to stand in the middle of the skeleton, should he be in the middle?
Yeah, I think the skeleton should be forward.
Okay.
Just in case something's behind here, it has to attack the skeleton, and whoever else can just like you literally just unlock the door and then step away, so the skeleton's the one opening the door.
And I just want to make, like, Salvatore's gonna kind of under his breath address the people closest to him. I don't want to lose the plot here. We're still trying to get out of here, right?
Yes, but
Because there's an open hallway ahead of us. All we have to do is walk forward.
my
Yeah.
spell
Well,
like is just locking it. So if we open that, we can kill whoever's behind there and worry about one less person chasing after us. We've trapped them. We open, decide. Like I'm gonna ready chill touch for when we open the door to fire it at any cultists. If they're not wearing cultist garb or yeah, if they don't look like a cultist, I'm not firing. But that's it.
Salvatore's gonna hear what Belmont says, silently nod, and then cup in the palm of his hand, a ball of energy, ready for an Eldritch Blast to match his action.
Okay.
I don't know that escape is my most immediate concern. I mean, we are down here. I'd like to find whatever information we can.
I agree.
I'm okay
We are
with that.
rested. We have spells. And
Yeah.
at this point, let's be more weary on casting.
Let's go. Come on, Patriar, we can do it. We can do it.
All right, Lulen, do we have some kind of safe word that I can tell your ghost father so the next time everything falls apart and he threatens to kill me again, I can point to some sort of thing where it says, hey, your daughter wanted us to do this, even though I promised that I wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy.
Yeah.
Lulen,
Sorry, he's a little protective of me.
you could say that. Your father, yes, is very protective of you and has threatened Salvatore many times.
I think he feels
Screaming
guilty.
his words.
I think he feels guilty that he couldn't protect me when I was little and the day he died.
Well, he blames Salvatore for all your threats now.
Yeah. Sorry that you were a scapegoat for him. He and I will talk.
Sounds good. Tell me what I need to do.
You.
I do make the suggestion that one of the skeletons stays guarding this door, the west door.
What? There's something else you don't know. So not only does, I guess, Daddy take over, which I didn't know, but, I have always been able to talk to spirits.
Huh.
Go on.
So, I can talk to Daddy and just tell him what I think. Not that he will listen, but, father-daughter, I'll do my best.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, we have a couple of options, it sounds like. We keep adventuring further down here and find ourselves in a situation where Lulen turns into someone else and tries to kill me again, or we get Clem out of here. I don't know, y'all. I feel like we need allies right now.
I'm just making the suggestion of killing the enemies that possibly behind that door. We can still leave.
Great, do it.
Going deeper, but
You see the ball of energy in Salvatore's hand grow. It's like cackling and kind of bursting with energy.
First. And honestly, we've trapped behind that room. That area might be almost cleared.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Yeah, come on. I'm ready.
Sounds like most of us want to dive in.
And I'm pretty sure that Daddy will only take over because I am shit with the sword.
Well then, make me a promise. Do not use your last spell until you talk to us. Try and save it. Because that seems
okay.
when he got pissed off and screamed at Salvatore last.
Okay. I'll let you know when I'm starting to get tired.
I give you one of my rations. Let's do this. Actually, no, I forgot I don't have rations. I keep doing that.
Very kind of you.
I don't eat. I don't even have the rations. I'm just used to having rations.
All right, east door or west door?
East.
Salvatore looks at Bashar and says, "Open that damn thing."
And she will.
Okay. You utter the passphrase. The door unlocks. Almost as if right on cue. It opens to reveal a cloaked and hooded figure. Stares at you with a look of astonishment and surprise. I need all of you. Roll initiative.
Do I attack swap?
Yes.
So it was 17. Action. Fuck. Sooner said than not.
So, DM, maybe a education opportunity here, if you don't mind. Both Belmont and myself are holding actions to just like blast someone if we saw him at the doorway.
Yep.
So does that mean that we open the first round of combat with us releasing that action?
Okay,
or...
so that's a really good question. Okay, so
or were you bailing us out? We should not attack that individual because there's a narrative purpose.
Yeah, so how this happens is normally you cannot ready an attack unless you're in initiative order. But because you are not in initiative order, technically you're not like readying an attack because you don't have an action to ready or whatever. But what I do is if you are the one that initiates combat, then the action that you took to initiate combat goes off, and then we go in initiative order. And then once we get to your turn, you finish your turn, essentially. So let's say that you cast Eldritch Blast. Your Eldritch Blast would go off, the attack, whatever you make, and then we would go to the top of the initiative order. And then once it gets to your turn, we finish your turn, but you don't have that action anymore.
Right,
so you used it to start the combat.
Got it.
Yep.
bonus actions. Yeah, got it. Okay.
So, right now, we're actually in surprise because you have surprised the cultist. So, you all get a turn.
Yay.
We begin with the cultist who cannot go because he is surprised, and we move on to Lulen's turn.
Ooh. I was just looking at my wild shapes and trying to decide.
Remember to conserve what you can.
I and she takes, I think she's just gonna, do I have a dagger? Let me look. I don't. I think she's just gonna use her shield and, well, push him, but I don't have very much strength, so it's not gonna do anything. Turn out. Going to
You could throw oil on them.
Is there any oil around that I can do that?
Oh, I just popped on the character sheet that you had in D&D.
Okay.
Yeah, you do have a flask of oil.
Okay. So I will do that. I will throw oil on him.
Okay. Move so that you can see him. Alright, now make me an attack roll.
Just roll a d20.
This would be plus 4 for your dexterity and your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so just I can just do a d20.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright, a 22
18 plus
does
4.
hit. And the flask of oil breaks as it connects with this cultist standing before you, dousing him in oil. That is your action. You have a bonus action and movement.
Can I use a cantrip as a bonus action?
No.
Okay. So movement, I'm just gonna duck out of the way.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Lulen?
No.
Okay. Salvatore, you have received initiative. What do you...
Well, if Bashara is a able and willing partner, I'd like to try and switch places with her. Is that something we could do?
You would need a feature or ability that allows you to switch places.
Could I float an Eldritch Blast over her without hitting her?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Oh.
An 11 does not hit.
Well, that's all I really got, so...
That should have been with advantage, actually, so go ahead and roll me another.
Oh, that's great.
Yep, because he's surprised. A
That's a little
24
better.
hits. 4 points of force damage crash into this cultist standing in front of you. Anything else?
I think before I end my turn, Salvatore's just gonna kind of lean to the right over Vashara's shoulder and be like, "Hey, anytime you want to do a little swap, I'm game." Then my turn's over.
Okay. Belmont, you receive initiative. What do you do?
So I forgot that I could have swapped my spells. I just wanted to swap the absorb elements with Tasha's Caustic Brew and my Misty Step with the Knock. I just didn't know how.
Okay. So you can go to mode, turn it to preparation mode, and then you just click on all the ones that you want.
Thank you.
And then you want to take off Arcane Lock and get Misty Step, you said?
Oh, no. I want to, I had Misty Step. I wanted to take it off to take the spell Knock. This Knock lets me open
Oh,
doors.
Knock. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Sweet. I already attacked with my Chill Touch and missed, so then I have to just do bonus action, right?
I did not see the Chill Touch go through. Go ahead and make that attack. It's the surprise round, so it would have gone off.
Oh wait, why did I give advantage? Or why did I roll
Because
twice?
he is surprised. But an 11 is still not enough. Your Chill Touch misses.
That is all I can do attack-wise. And I like where I am, so I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay.
I don't see anyone else down that hall, right?
No.
Can I do... No, perception would be an action, right?
Correct. Alright, Klim Jasso begins to panic in the other room. Quick! Kill him! Kill him!
I will cut your tongue.
We're trying, damn it.
Bishara, you have received initiative. What do you... And it is a bonus action to command the skeletons. But once you make a command, they will continue pursuing it until the command is completed.
So, player knowledge, I assume the skeletons are just the animate dead spell?
Let me... Yes.
Okay. So then, first, I would like to kind of swap places, basically. So I would like to move into that space and then have, like, at the same time have the skeletons move into the spaces, like, in front of this guy. Yeah.
Got it.
And then with my action,
As you move, the cultist is going to make an attack of opportunity. Wait. No, he doesn't. He can't. Can't use reactions. Okay, never mind. Sorry. He's surprised, so he doesn't get that reaction.
with my action, I will just attempt a Toll the Dead.
Okay. A 15 is a success. He does not take damage.
And then with my bonus, I will command my skeletons to attack them.
Okay.
Nice.
The skeletons are going to do just that. Skeleton 1 is going to stab out with a short sword. Missing. Skeleton 2 is going to shoot an arrow from its short bow. Missing. Skeleton 3 is going to stab awkwardly from corner of the wall. It's short sword.
I think something might be messed up because it said the skeleton 2 is at in melee with an enemy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It dropped to 20, so we're gonna use that 20. So we'll do a.
I think it
Critical
did that to Belmont too.
Yeah, I see why. They're a different faction. There we go. Alright, got that fixed. Sorry about that. But regardless, Skeleton 3 misses, taking us back to the top of the round order with the cultist, who is no longer surprised. He is going to call out, "So you must be the reason for our missing comrades." He is going to stab out with 2 long daggers at the skeleton in front of him. The first one hits, dealing 8 points of damage, felling the skeleton in a heap of bones upon the ground. He is going to step forward, targeting Salvatore with the second attack. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Alright. Then turns invisible before your very eyes.
I fucking knew it. I had a hunch. Salvatore's gonna just very quickly kind of turn to the rest of the group, seeing this person turn invisible. Lulen, Bashara, this remind you of anything?
I just want to know if we're initiative or not, because we're in initiative. Or if we're not initiative, I'm running down that hall, chasing.
We are in initiative.
Okay.
Salvatore's thinking about that individual when El Terrell was attacked and how they were able to kind of weave through the crowd and just cause mass murder quite easily.
Right, and we go to Lulen Quillroth's turn. What do you do, Lulen? You are muted.
There you go. So I just want to create a little flame with my druid craft and light the oil to see if he's still standing there and set it ablaze.
Oh yeah. Is there oil footprints or anything?
Oh.
He'd just be dripping oil behind him if she lit
Okay.
like a hollow.
So
Nice
a lot of
call.
those are saying it has to be harmless, but you can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Right.
So
So I will
Yeah,
pull
okay.
out it.
Target what space you want to alight.
So the oil would have been
So hold down the right and left mouse button and make a pointer where you want, where you are pointing to. Which space?
in. Is
That one? Okay.
Isn't that where that would have been? Because I threw it in there.
Yep. You.
Well, I just want to make sure. Sorry, guys. So, Lulen, your question specifically was, we should be able to see where the oil was dripping from, right? Like, the invisibility doesn't make the oil on the person invisible.
I'm just gonna. No, my question was if he's still standing there, he's gonna go up in flames. So that's what I'm trying to see if
Sick.
he
Okay,
starts
cool,
screaming.
Cool. Sorry.
All right. Lulen, you send your little mote of sparking flame at the space where you threw the oil. And very quickly, the oil in that space lights up. but you hear no cry of anguish or agony.
With the extra light now, can I see if there's been any footprints from the oil anywhere?
That would require your action in order to
Okay.
make a perception check.
Okay. And would be my turn.
Anything else, Lulen?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay, Salvatore, you are up. What do you do?
I'm assuming there's a blazing fire in front of me. Is that
Yes.
accurate?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I guess I'll take a step forward. Well. Lulen threw that little spark to set that flame
Mm-hmm.
in that specific square, right? So if I moved into a space that was occupied by someone invisible, what would happen there?
You would not be able to move into the space.
All right. Well, Salvatore will attempt to move into the space ahead of him.
Okay. You do so.
Okay. So that mystery's solved. I'm wondering, Nomad, if I just kind of sent an Eldritch Blast down the hallway, like if I aimed at a specific square, would that be something I could do? Like
Absolutely.
just a wish and a prayer, you
Yep,
know?
so you can do one of two things. You can either choose a square to target, or you can just send an Eldritch Blast down. Because you would be able to, like, see to the end of your sight, which is right
Yeah,
right there. So you
Yeah.
could just send a blast down and see if it hits anything.
kind of what I'm thinking. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay. Go ahead and
Okay.
make me an attack roll. Make me another, please. You hear a cry of pain as the cultist is revealed. Dropping his invisibility. Roll damage. The blast connects with the chest of this cultist as he is slowly retreating backwards, crouching down in a ready attack position. 1 point of force damage, but he is revealed. Anything else, Salvatore?
Yeah, about how much damage would I take if I were to go through this fire ahead of me?
If you step through it, you'd probably
If I,
take
like,
D6. If you tried to
D6.
jump through it, we could make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, I'm, just very rapidly, I'm gonna look behind me and say, I'm going after him! And then a pause to see if anybody wants to stop me.
Get him.
No, we're right behind you. Careful of the fire.
Belmont's foaming at the mouth.
I'm gonna try and jump it.
Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw. You successfully leap through the flames on the other side unscathed.
Okay, so if I get within 5 feet of him, if he moves, opportunity attack, right?
Correct.
Great. I move up close to him, chasing him down, and I say, "You're going nowhere." And my turn ends.
Okay. That takes us to Belmont's turn. What do you do?
Since my attacks have been sucking at missing. I'm going to use... Where is it? Toll the Dead. There you
I
go.
don't know, that just went black. There we go.
You go to Toll the Dead.
All right.
Wisdom.
Will you end up hitting Salvatore?
No.
Oh yeah, Toll the Dead. Wisdom 13. Basically.
Allies do not count as cover, so you can shoot through allies.
Okay.
The only time that you're gonna hit an ally is in an area of effect.
Okay, got it.
Plus, forcing a saving throw usually does not hit creatures in between, unless it's like a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Belmont.
He has to make a Wisdom DC 13.
Okay, please click
Boom,
the
dead.
button, and that will force the save. There you go.
My apologies.
He fails.
Yay!
And he has
And he
taken
failed.
damage, so he's going to take the D12. 2
Yeah.
points of necrotic damage assaulting this figure.
And I'll actually move forward to... No, I'll just stand here.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. That is the end.
Okay. Oh, please, please! Get him before he gets us! Bishara, you are up. What do you do?
With my action, I will also cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So the wind chimes go off again.
He fails. Roll damage.
Nice.
Ringing
go.
bells chiming and dinging from the ether assault this man. He takes 11 points of necrotic damage from Vishara.
Yeah. Nice
Nice.
job.
Anything else?
And with my bonus action, I will command my skeletons to pursue and attack this kobolds.
Okay.
There's a fire.
They're skeletons, I don't care.
Fair.
Skeletons pursue exactly as they are told, walking straight through the fire. Wait, no, this one is going to just stand right here and is going to shoot its short bow because I already had the short bow out. The man is hits with a 15. Taking 5 points of damage, moving to Skeleton 3, who is going to move through the flames. Sustaining 2 points of fire damage. And is going to take out its short bow, using its action to do so, drawing and sheathing. And that takes us back to the top of the order with the cultist, who is going to attack Salvatore. 2 dagger strikes. The first one hitting with a 25. Salvatore, you take 7 points of piercing damage as you feel the long bladed knife plunge into your body. The second one you block, batting away with your shield. Once again, he turns invisible.
Okay.
When do you still get a blind opportunity attack?
You have to see the creature that you are attacking. Fortunately, the opportunity attacks do not go on invisible creatures. Alright, Lulen, you are up. What do you do?
I would like to run up and do a static shock down the hall. The range is 20 to 100 feet.
Alright, please move your character where you wish to.
Okay. I gotta get my thing out of the way for static shock. Okay.
You can move there, or else you'll have to stand in the space where the fire is.
Yeah, that's not good. Right there's fine.
Okay. You sustain 2 points of fire damage as you step through the flames.
Okay.
And you send a static shock, you said?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's static shock.
A strike of lightning forms in all directions within 20 feet of you. So that's an area of effect emanating in all directions from 20 feet of you. So you would get Salvatore and the skeletons in that.
I hate it when, because it just says range at the top, so it's hard to, until you like read it real careful. That sucks. Okay, then we'll do Scorching Ray instead.
Okay. Please make me a ray attack. Roll twice for me.
I don't know how I got 3.
You hear the exclamation of pain coming from the man as his invisibility is dropped once again. Roll damage.
Okay.
Five points of fire damage assault the man. Lulen, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you can't get away from us. Dang it, I've had enough of your crap. She screams, and the ball of fire and a light show up in her hand, and she throws it at him, hitting him dead center in the chest.
All right. With an exclamation of pain and rage, releasing the stress that has swallowed her up down here in the depths of Baldur's Gate, Lulen shouts. In the same instant, rays of scorching flame come shooting out from her palm, smacking into the chest of this fleeing cultist. The first ray reveals his form, dropping the invisibility as it courses across his body, and he falls to the ground with a sickening splat, splashing in the sewer water. Congratulations, you have defeated this cultist, interrupting your rest. It is at this time that we will have to end our session. Here we are at the end of our session. This was the Tavern League's presentation of Descent into Avernus Reimagined. I have taken some steps and pains to redo the campaign, changing things up here and there, adding stuff, taking away stuff, just to make it flow a bit better, easier to run as a GM, and also introducing a lot more elements to pull the players in directly to the narrative. So, if you haven't yet, check out past episodes on YouTube, which I am trying to get up there, which I should be getting up there right away as soon as I can. This is a great group. But along with that, I run other campaigns. I ran a Tyranny of Dragons campaign earlier today at noon, so keep it on your calendars. I think the next session might be January 10th. And we play like every other Wednesday pretty much, as time permits. A lot looser schedule with that one, but the Tyranny of Dragons campaign group is every other Wednesday. This Descent into Avernus is kind of the same schedule, every other Wednesday, but a lot more consistent. We play on the odd Wednesday when we're able to. So we'll play like Wednesday and then off Wednesday, Wednesday off or something like that. But otherwise, every other Wednesday is pretty consistent. So make sure to tune in at those times. I also run the Tomb of Annihilation every other Sunday. We were supposed to run this past Sunday, but stuff happened and I wasn't able to do so. So we are looking to when we can play next, which probably is not going to be this Sunday because it is Christmas Eve, but looking forward to when we are able to join in that game as well. So put those on your calendars, keep an eye on the schedule, and join in to watch us live as we play. As well, speaking of, check me out on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, all the good stuff. Make sure to join my Discord server, because that is where you will find most of the information easily available and most accessible to you. Like, follow, subscribe, keep the lights on, so to speak, spread the word, because our goal here is to play more Dungeons and Dragons, play more tabletop role-playing games. I want to run more games, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that want to play in some more games, so let's get it going. Let's increase the exposure, spread the word, and tell tales of the Tavern League. But it is time, and our adventurers are beginning to file out as the fires dip down low. But thank you so much for being here with us. As the final call is sounded, go ahead and tip those mugs back to a final salute. Thank you so much for being here with us. This has been the Tavern League.